Everything should be good. Let's check.
Si no le gusta a nadie, lo cambio.
What's up, guys? Woo. So I have some good news. I have purchased a microphone and some lights. So they should be here this week. And I won't be in this like dark shadow anymore, which is awesome. So I finished sculpting of the bricks. I cooked them in the rice cooker, and it came out great. So now the next step is to paint them with the Tamiya Precious primer. That's Michael. That's my little dog, Michael. He doesn't like to hear those noises. It's okay, Mike. I still love you. So yeah, guys, I was thinking of sculpting something like this again. This is supposed to be a piece of wood. Now, the way I sculpted this before was first I sculpted this side and then this side, but I kind of messed up this side a little bit. This time, I decided to start differently. So what I did is I put inside the clay, I put a wire mesh. They sell these at Michael's, and you can bend them, fold it, you can cut it any shape you want. You get like a whole sheet for like $5. They're like this, and this you can put inside the clay, and it gives it more support. And so what I did is I kind of folded it like this, and it makes it more stronger. And then I cut it the right length and width, and I came up with this right here, which is pretty close to this. Pretty close to this, I think. You can see. And so now I just got to sculpt on it. So there's this really neat trick to doing this detail, and that is you put a piece of plastic over the surface of the clay, and then you go over it with this, like a nice sharp tool. It can be any sharp tool, so whatever you feel comfortable with, and you go over it. And the reason why you use the plastic is so you won't scrape the clay, and there won't be little tiny bits of clay all over the markings. So you get like these really nice, smooth, chiseled out texture. And that's what I'm going to try to do. But last time, I didn't do like this. I did it just like a, sorry. I did it like first side this way, and then I cooked this side, and then I went over to the side. This time, uh, I did it the way I just explained with the wire mesh. And I don't know, because when I'm working on this side, what I'm going to do after I'm finished, because then I got to do work on this side. I don't want to damage any of the detail that I did on this side. So I don't know. Maybe I'll try the hair dryer and I'll blow it here, blow it, and then it'll get a little hard on this side, and then I can go turn it over and work on this side maybe. So I don't know. We'll see. So that's where I am right now. And here's that little cinder block that I think I want to work on too. Guys, if anyone's there, let me know if you can hear me. Oh, so this little thing right here is just a little piece of plastic. It came with a USB-C adapter. And I just wanted to show this. This is really cool because whenever you get these little plastic kind of thingies, I don't know, they're like molds, right? This is like a mold. And let's say for like people who do diodes or deals or deal structure, stuff like that, like with foam, when you want to build like electric boxes for your walls, these things are like awesome. Like you can use these and you can just press in the clay into the mold. You can use something like Magic Sculpt. Magic Sculpt is the best for me. And you know, you mix it in and you press it in here, and then you wait till it dries, and then you just pop it out. And you got a perfect little electrical box, and you can put little details on them. So this is like a really, anytime you buy something like in the store that has like a plastic covering like this with a mold around it, like that, a molded plastic, these are like precious. Don't throw this away. You can use this for your customizing, for your 1/12 scale dioramas. You can use this for just about anything, for figures and stuff. I mean, you can do just about anything with this. You could probably make a backpack for her right here if you want it. So it's really, really cool to do something with something like this. And so anytime you buy something like crazy glue or something electronic, always keep an eye out for the molding and the plastic, because you might get a really nice mold. And just keep it in a little bag. I have a bag full of these things, and they're all different shapes and sizes. Like when I buy the X-Acto knives, they also come like in these little plastics, and sometimes they come with a really nice mold. And I have a bag full of all sorts of different types of plastics like these, just in case I need a, something different for my diorama, or even for my action figures or my sculpting. So yeah, just a little tip there. Now I'm using right now Super Sculpting. This is what it is, Super Sculpting Firm. That's my preference. Now I heard that Super Sculpting is using the regular Sculpting, the pink Sculpting, and it's making it also gray. So I want to get some of that too. The only difference between the two is that this one is a little harder, a little firmer. So you can probably do a little more detail on this one than the other one. So yeah, that's what it looks like. And it's good stuff. But like I said, I wish I would have started with wax, because some of the toy guys in the industry from old school, they used to sculpt with wax. And with wax, you can have the most detail. And as you can tell, my kind of work is mostly detail oriented. Like I like to put a lot of detail in my stuff. So yeah, I just love the realism of detail on my sculptures. So I try to put as much detail as possible. So yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do. I gotta paint these bricks, and I also gotta work on this one and texture it really well. And I was thinking of working on this piece of wood, sort of like this. So I'm gonna go get a piece of plastic, and I'm gonna try to carve in the detail, just like this right here. I'm gonna put, you start at the middle. You see this little circle right here? This little circle is like the starting point. So that's one starting point. This circle right here, another starting point. And what I'm gonna do with this one right here, I'm gonna do like maybe 1, 2, 3 circles. Then you just start making lines around the circles. And you kind of do it freestyle. And then after you do the lines, you do these little details right here, like here, like chip wood and stuff. And then you can start nicking the sides, making it look worn and cut, damage to wood, that kind of stuff. Actually, this looks like something you would see floating in the water at the beach or something. So that's what kind of thing. I messed it up here. This side looks really nice. And I did the other side just like this. But for some reason, I got into my head that I had to flatten this like roundness. So I used these like tools to flatten it. For some reason, I thought it should be flat. And what I did is I ruined the detail. So you can tell this side doesn't look as good as this side. So I'm gonna show you the plastic trick. And I'm kind of impressed with the plastic trick because I saw this one guy in the internet do a Spider-Man face. Like he traced it from a drawing, and then he traced it. He put it on the plastic with a marker, like a fine marker, and then he wrapped the plastic around the clay, and then he went over it with this thing like this, and he traced all the detail, and the exact image that he traced from the paper was transferred to the clay, and I was really impressed. Really impressed how he did that. So it's a powerful trick or technique, whatever you want to call it, and most sculptors should know about it. So I'm gonna do it right now. And I don't know what's it called. I just call it tracing plastic technique. So I'm gonna go get some plastic. I'll be right back. All right, so I've been live for only 13 minutes. Okay. So I'm gonna use this. This is just like the regular zip lock bag. I recommend there's a plastic they sell for the kitchen use, wrapping plastic. That one's actually even thinner than this one. And I recommend that one. It's more transparent. This one's a little glazy or kind of hard to see through. But not hard to see through, but it's just not as clear as the other one. So I recommend the other one. Haven't been able to find any. When I go into Rite Aid, and I know they use it for cooking and wrapping like vegetables and stuff like that. I just haven't had any luck. Every time I go or I remember about getting it, I can't find it. So I just end up using like these less of ideal for. So I'll use this. What you do is you just kind of like wrap it around the clay like this, like that. Let's see. It's kind of hard to do with the camera in the middle of us. So, I'm gonna put on my little Tamiya magnifiers. So any of you guys out there, you want to talk about toys? I just received this week my Joker Mayfest, and it's freaking awesome. It's got a weird new joint system in the shoulders, which is very interesting. And he looks magnificent. And I think I want to share that later on. So I'm going to use this as a reference. And here we go. I might mess it up, so all right, so I did my first circle right here. Now I'm going to do another circle around here. So here we go. You can press a little hard, and you can see you can do like a detail. Hold the pointy tool like you hold the pencil, sort of. I'm gonna go here all the way like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This is kind of random, right? And there you go. I'm gonna go back up here. And I'm just gonna do another circle over a little circle. And then that. Do the same thing here. So like I said before, what it's preventing is if you would do this without the plastic, it would do like these little little pieces of clay, and then that'll be really hard to take out. And then you use a brush with alcohol or something, it will kind of erase some of the details. So this is the way of doing it without having to do that thing, having to erase detail. And then you just keep making lines. I feel like doing another one here. Like that. See, so then you can make like really long lines. As long as you don't go over some of these lines, you should be all right. Alrighty. There we go. Keep doing it. Let's see. That. And, you know, as long as you don't go over the lines and you keep doing fluid lines, I think you're all right, you know? I just saw Loki yesterday, part 2, episode 2. I really like the show. I think the first episode was really, really well done. It was so well done. It was so impressive. The first episode. I keep thinking they showed all the alternate Lokis. I wanted to see a nice, beautiful, blue-eyed brunette female Loki, hot, like the ones you see in cosplay in the conventions. But they did show a female Loki, I think. But I don't know if she's that hot because like she came out and she didn't look that hot. But that was just like at the she was showing it for a few minutes. So I don't know, maybe there's hope. Because I've seen some really hot Loki chicks on conventions, like brunette, blue-eyed, pale style. Like it's just really nice. It looks beautiful. So I have a thing for girls with blue eyes, beautiful blue eyes. Who doesn't? Man? All right, so I'm almost done on this side. Let's see. What's up with this side? Oh, okay. Getting a little optical illusion there. Yeah. As the fluid lines are better. The more fluid, the better. I mean, they can be short, long, as long as you don't go over another line. Should be fine. You just have pizza, so I have a lot of gas. Oh, so I bought a new microphone. And I bought a microphone, period. I didn't buy a new microphone. I bought a microphone. And it looks freaking dope. It's all chrome. Like one of those chrome microphones. And I bought some lights. Like some powerful lights. So everything's going to be so well lit, man. You guys are going to be impressed. Like, you're going to see everything. Okay. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's do this like Brutus. So I'm gonna show the Joker a little bit because that figure I really like, and seems like the more lines I put, the better it looks. I think. I like the nerdy guy in Loki, the guy who kept the Infinity Stones in his drawer, in his table. The guy has a funny voice, man, and he doesn't care about anything. He just wants to do his job, and he's like, "Don't bother me." And he's a really fun guy. So I think I did the first side. Let's see how it looks. Thank you for following on my sculpture. So this is what I have so far. Alrighty. So now I'm gonna nick it. I'm gonna cut it in different places, and I'm gonna texture it a little more, and hopefully it'll look just like this, or even better. See, I'm seeing stuff that I don't like, so I'm gonna go back. I think the little circles should be deeper. So I'll try to go in again and go deeper, deeper, deeper. Okay. Yeah. I still want to get that really thin plastic. This one's kind of thick. Just go over it again. Sucks going over the line again. You can kind of tell. And then you get like little ripples, wrinkles. See. Let's see. It's a little better. Alright, so that's the problem. Like when you use thicker plastic, that's why it's better that plastic I said in for wrapping food, because this plastic is kind of thick. So, but it's still, you kind of get the effect that you desire. But let's see. All right, so I'm gonna try to do some little texturing in there and nicking. So I recommend for the nicking to use these. These are like the Gundam tray pliers. You could get these for like $7. I'll try to cut into it, like I cut into this one. Reference. Okay, so let's see, let's do one. Let's do one right here. That. Love country. That. So what I'm worried is that because this one has a wire mesh inside, that you see a wire mesh right in there. It's gonna get in the way. That's what I'm worried about. Hopefully. Hopefully that won't be the case. Alright. I'm gonna try a blade here and there. Put a piece off here. Let's make this with you like this. And take that piece right here. And yeah, let's make off some pieces right here with that. That. Make off here pieces. And make off another piece here. Like here. It's just like the same thing as the bricks, right? Same thing. But start texturing this. See if I can do some. So a little wire right there. Cut the wire. That's why using a mesh complicates things. I don't think I should have used a mesh, but right now. I took out the piece. The hardest part is making a hole through the thing, like I did with this one right here. So I think I'll leave that for later when it's hard, cooked. I'll drill with the drill bit inside, and then I'll cover up the mesh parts with more clay and then cook it. And that's the way to go. See. Piece of head. I did a piece of head with myself. I just started this. So, yeah, I can use this really sharp one right here. Let's see what happens. Let's see. It's always a learning experience. It's working. Like what I'm doing is I'm making even thinner lines between the lines that I made, and it's starting to look even better. So you gotta be careful where you place lines. Good. Yeah, because the more lines you make, the more it looks like wood. Definitely wear your goggles for this, because you're making like really fine lines. Thomas Brock, what's up? What's up, Kara? What are you working on? I'm trying to make some 1/12 scale wood piece right here. I put a wire mesh inside. Wire mesh like this. And I cut it the same size as this one. And this one is already primed. So it looks a little better because it's primed. Anything that you prime looks better automatically. So right now I'm doing the battle damage on it, the weather damage, I mean. And then I'm gonna do the other side. And then I'm gonna cook it. And then I'm gonna do some holes into it, just like this one, but bigger holes. And so it should look like a nice piece of wood that you will like see maybe floating in the sea at the beach or something, or just like in a derelict building, like for diorama stuff. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. What's up with you, man? What do you collect? Do you collect 1/12 scale, 1/6 scale? What's your latest figure? What do you like? What are you into? I just got my Mafex Joker, so I'm pretty happy right now with that. Can you hear me? Yeah, Marvel Legends rock, man. I'm thinking of getting the Arden Sola and the Ultron that just came out. It was really nice. Which Marvel Legends you collect? All of them or some? Oh, Mr. Yeah. Yo, that high looks really awesome. I like his space sculpt. Really cool. Uh, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Try to learn how to do some cracks. That Mr. Hyde is big, man. He's like heavy figure, right? I was surprised. I never saw them gonna make a Mr. Hyde. You know, weird. I like Universal Monsters, like the Frankenstein. I like that. See, maybe I can. Yeah, I'll use this, man. You gotta do a lot of lines on this. Yeah, the Hasbro is like making a lot of figures, man. It's like I wonder why. Like before, is it because they're using computers now and they can make it? It's the computer helps in making them. I don't know, but they're making a lot of figures. To this side. What other Marvel Legends do you like? I like X-Men, dude. Love the X-Men. I think that Storm, that classic Storm, looks amazing. Amazing figure. Right, yeah, I know. They're killing me too. Like I have to really plan what I'm getting and all that. By any case, are you Brock, the customizer, the one that? You know what I want? I want X-Men from the '80s, like the punk rock Storm. Yeah, Marvel Cinema Universe too. Yeah, that Marvel Cinema Universe Mystique. She looks really nice. And the Old Man Logan with Captain Picard on it. That looks really cool too. Yeah. All right. So do this side right here. Let's try this. Let's try this tool. I've had this tool for a long time. The Endgame Iron Man is going for 85. Wow, really? But the Marvel Legends one, I had to stop collecting X-Men. I'm only collecting right now the Dark Knight Returns. The Dark Knight Returns line from Mayfex, because that's like my favorite comic book. So I can't be collecting all that I want right now. So I had to stop collecting the X-Men, which sucks. And here we go. Right. Yeah, that's sad. Like they killed Iron Man, so I think he was a really important. I think they should have killed Captain America because in the comic books, if you remember, after Civil War, Captain America got shot and he died. So I think they should have done that, you know, and then he came back instead of killing Tony. But I'm sure they'll find a way of making him come back, right? Like with all the time travel and stuff, they can somehow the writers, you know, then they're good writers, you know. So they'd probably bring back Tony Stark and Black Widow. So let's see. I'll try to do the other side now. I think it's heavy. Trying to make it look just like. They did this SH Figure Arts Mark One, and that looks really really nice. But I was kind of disappointed. I was gonna get it, the Iron Man SH Figure Arts Mark One. I wanted to get it when they announced it, but I didn't get it because they didn't put an app. They didn't put an app crunch in it. The same thing with the SH Figure Arts IG-11. Like I think that I know they don't have an app crunch, right? And they're being accurate to the film and all that, but they could have put an app crunch there and it wouldn't hurt. It would not have hurt at all to put an app crunch in the Mark One. I think it looks beautiful too. But now that these figures are so expensive, I'm not getting that. You know, I'm just getting my Dark Knight Returns figures, and yeah, they used to be really small before. Now they're making them a little bigger, almost like the same size as the Marvel Legends. So they're like catching up on that. But Mayfex is doing a better job. I guess SH Figure Arts is like lagging behind now, but SH Figure Arts was better before than Mayfex. Kind of weird. And also this company called Figma was really good too. And they also like lag behind. Like they used to be top. You know, they did an Iron Man Mark 7 way back like 5 or 7 years ago. And that thing was a beauty. I had that. So Blade. I don't know about Blade. I know Mesco did Blade. I don't know if Mayfix did Blade. I don't remember. I know they did a really nice Spider-Man from the movie, the one that it's animated, CG animated with Miles Morales. That Spider-Man is pretty cool. The Peter Parker, the one that comes with the blonde head, that's pretty cool, man. Yeah, Blade. What I want to get from Mesco is the Batman Gaslight and the Conan from Frazetta. But for some reason, they have delayed that a very long time. Oh, let me tell you a story. I ordered that Conan through this website. I forgot the name of that website. And I had it ordered for a long time. And then they emailed me saying they're going to return my money and that I lost the pre order. And I'm a big fan of Frazetta, the painter. And now it's, I mean, I had it on pre order, I paid for it and everything. So now I'm not going to get it because they canceled the order. And it's kind of hard to get because now the prices have like skyrocketed. And I'm a big fan of like mythic legions and barbarians and goblins and all that. But I just can't collect all that stuff because it's a lot of money. So I'm just gonna pass on the Conan, but I'm definitely gonna get the Batman because Batman is really, really one of my favorites characters. So definitely getting that Batman Gaslight. I got even the accessory pack for that. Yeah, Peter Parker, man. He looks dope with that funny sneaker and the sock and the and what do you call it? The sweatpants. He's so funny, man. In the movie, I really like that movie. So yeah, let's try something like that. Oh, I forgot. You can use a brush. This is like one of the things. The T-San guy, the sculptor, he's a master sculptor. He sculpts predators for Hot Toys, and I see him in his videos. He uses a brush, man, and one of these pointy things, and like he can do some amazing detail with just those little tools, man. The NECA Turtles cartoon ones. Yeah, that's the problem, man. I'm a big fan of it. Just about every franchise, and I want to get my turtles too. Like the original NECA Turtles, that design. I've been waiting for them to remake that design, but with better joints, so I can buy them. The original NECA Turtles. They were like from the comic books, the original ones. Are you gonna get them? Dude, the Super 7 is like, they are making so many figures for Ninja Turtles. Like, just collecting that it's in itself is like a lot of money. It's like so much. They're making all these characters that I haven't even seen, that I don't even know. Super 7. I almost got into collecting their Thundercats line, but I was like, nah, no way, man. I can't be spending so much money. So yeah, Ninja Turtles rock, man. Hold up, I'll be right back, guys. Hello. Sí, ¿cómo está? Oh, bien. ¿Lo puedo arreglar? Sorry about that. Had a phone call. All right, so how long am I on? 50 minutes. So far, this is what I have. Doesn't look that bad for a piece of wood. I gotta do the other side without damaging this side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heat this side with the blow dryer, and then I'm gonna heat it, and then I'm gonna flip it and work on the other side. Maybe that will help me. Oh, maybe I can use the alcohol torch to heat it up, and I won't ruin the other side. Oh, this is getting interesting, man. Because the alcohol torch, I never use this fucking thing. I never use this thing, and now for first time, I'm gonna use it. So that's pretty cool. So the alcohol torch, I bought this at the Complete Sculptor, and it's like $5. It doesn't cost a lot of money. And jewelers use this for working with wax. So this thing is really awesome. It's like a little blowtorch. You put the little alcohol in here. It's denatured alcohol. Denatured alcohol, you have to buy it separately. And you light it up and you heat up the Sculpty, and it might actually work. Alrighty, so I'm gonna light up the alcohol torch. So you see it right here. It's a beautiful little tool, alcohol torch. And I'm gonna texture a little bit more this side, so once I start heating it up, you can't texture it anymore, so that's what I'm gonna do. I guess I can use one here. I'll use this. I think maybe this guy's better for this. Nah, that's not so good. Maybe this one. So I want my turtles too, man. I want turtles. I want Marvel Legends. I want Hot Toys. I want 3-0 Blitzway. All these companies are making some awesome stuff. Fun. Let's try to make some. Do some making here with blades. So I'm gonna go all over the surface with the alcohol torch. So it'll heat it up in a way it'll make it a little hard, or maybe even really hard. And what happens is when I work on the other side, I won't erase the detail when I'm pressing on the other side. On this side, I won't lose the detail. So I don't know if you know Thomas Brock, but I just got this week my Mayfix Joker for the Dark Knight Return. So I'm going to show that later on. And that's one of my favorite comic book stories of all time. The Killing Joke is another one that I really like. There's one that's not so popular called Batman by Gothic. That's a like horror Batman story. It's really scary. That's a really good one. And Batman the Cult. I think that you make figures of all those stories. Like those stories are really interesting. Freaking, I forget to use the brush, man. The brush is like really good. Bum, 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 bum. Huh? loose. Okay. Let's see. What else I can use here? Can you guys hear all these things? All this gossip. I better close the door. It's in Spanish. All this gossip. Sucks. Okay. All right, so I'm going to use the alcohol torch, which I've never used. Wow. Good thing I bought it. It cost me $5 at the Complete Sculptor in New York City. That's where I live. And the Complete Sculptor is an amazing sculpture store in New York City. It is the best sculpting supply store in New York City. And I haven't gone there in over a year and a half because of this damn virus. I hate it. I hate this virus. It ruins everything, man. So I haven't even been able to go to the store, enjoy just going there, walking. But now it seems like things are getting safe. So I'm gonna go and check it out. Check it out. So anyone want to talk about action figures, stuff like that? It's cool because I love action figures. And I like 1/12 scale figures and 1/6 action figures. So check it out. I'm gonna bring the Joker in a few minutes. You guys can check it out. But first, I'm gonna use the alcohol torch because that seems like such a cool thing. But this reminds me of the NECA figure from The Thing. The Thing, guys, a great movie from the 80s, horror movie. The Thing has a blowtorch. And Nick Reddy, Kurt Russell, I think it's one of the coolest figures out there that's going to come out. I'm going to get it for sure. And I'm going to get the American Werewolf in London. That's going to be fucking awesome. And sucks, man. Let's see. So always use a paintbrush, guys, for sculpting because it's a really good tool. Let's see. So let's do some. So the thing, American Wealth in London, Mecca is making some cool action figures, dudes. Also Hot Toys, man. I just purchased my Boba Fett from The Empire Strikes Back, and I am really excited for that figure, man. Like, wow, I wanted that figure for a long, long time. So that's gonna be really. I am texturing the hell out of this piece of wood. Okay, now it looks like wood. Yeah, baby. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Are you still there, Thomas Brock? I still got to do this side, so I'm not done. What do you think? All right. I'm a little tired. And I still got to go study ZBrush. And I got to study for these tests that I'm going to take in a month. Jesus Christ, man. I don't get a break. Well, actually, I did. I ate some pizza today, and that was good. So I did get a break. But I love going on live and sculpting in clay. Also, I draw some, so I might draw. I don't know. But I'm definitely going to do some ZBrush sculpting on the computer, and you guys are going to see it. Just right now, it's not really set up, so here, let's see. I need a blade. Where's my ebony blade? You guys know that the ebony blade is Excalibur? I didn't know that. That's one of my favorite swords from Excalibur. And the Sword of Omens is a really nice one too, from the Thundercats. And so let's see. Dude, man, this tool is so amazing. Man. I'm so glad I bought it. I bought this in the famous Pearl Art Store in New York City. Now, you know the Pearl Art Store was an amazing store. It closed down because of the whole internet selling stuff. It made a lot of stores go out of business. Um, Pearl was one of the most amazing art stores in New York City. It had 5 floors of all sorts of everything. And you go in there, it's like a playland. It was the best place to go if you're an artist. It was located in Canal Street in Chinatown. So, great store. I got this tool there. Look at that. It's a really nice tool. Mm. Yeah, I help out my sister because she's not working. So, but I'm excited, man. I got my Boba Fett, Hot Toy Boba Fett from Empire Strikes Back. So I am so freaking excited, man. I love that figure. I love that figure. And it's the deluxe one. The one that comes with a bunch of parts. So you can do like an alternate version of him. So I am pretty excited, dudes. I am one of those toy collectors that loves toys. What toy collectors love toys? But I really, really love toys. So we are excited about this. I'm excited. You guys are not excited. You guys are not excited. Okay. Yo, I'm getting fat. I'm eating too much. All right, so I'm gonna use the alcohol torch because I think I pretty much weathered this a lot. So let's see. I never done this, so it might not work. You get the alcohol torch. You get the alcohol torch right here. You get a lighter. You light it up, and then you go over the surface of the clay. So what I'm trying to achieve is, oh, someone spilled already. What I'm trying to achieve is that I'm gonna make this surface hard enough, so when I'm working on the other side, this surface will not fade away with the pressuring and the prodding and all that. Okay. Let me get a good angle so you guys can see. Okay. All right. Let's try this. So I lit the alcohol torch. It's lit. You see it? It's lit. Oh no, I gotta get. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta get my power. My computer's gonna go off, so I gotta get the power source. Okay. All right. Also, I bought a new microphone. I bought a microphone so you guys can hear me very clearly. Here we go. One of those professional microphones that you hang from the top here, and it's chrome and it's pretty and all that. It's really nice. So I'm gonna get that next week, and I'm gonna get a bunch of lights here, 2 very strong lights. This thing is gonna be so well lit. You guys are gonna see everything. All right, so. All right, so I'll try to. I gotta get this right so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, so I'm gonna hold this like this. Oh, you know what? I'll use the ruler. The ruler. I'll use the ruler like that. Okay. All right. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'll take the alcohol torch and go over the surface and try to make it hard, okay? I don't know why this is like a little bent here. I'm gonna try to bend it a little. Still not gonna. All right, so I'm gonna light this. Alcohol torch lit. You can see how it works. Pretty awesome. So I'm doing now. Oh, just from far away. All right, so I've never done something like this, so if this goes wrong, it's just like a trick I'm trying to do that I made up myself. Oh, I burned some of the sculpting here. So I'm trying to preserve the detail. So I'm going all over the surface. If I go too close, the sculpting turns like it's burning. So I gotta be careful and do it from far away. I saw this guy do this trick. He did like something like small, like little buttons or little like chain stuff, and it was so small that the heat actually cooked the sculpting right there. And I was like, oh, wait a minute, you can do that? I thought you had to put it in a rice cooker or oven and then cook it for like 15 minutes. But it seems like if it's thin enough or you go over the surface, it'll cook it right away. Remember, sculpting is a polymer, and polymer is plastic. And what the heat does is it cooks it and makes it hard. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make it hard. So ouch, I'm gonna burn myself. So theoretically, the other side should be nice and soft for sculpting, and this side will be hard. Theoretically, I never done this, so bear with me. Fun. You also wanted to learn how to sculpt in wax, man, because you can use the alcohol torch. What a bummer, man. And then I gotta learn all these 3D stuff. I've learned a lot from 3D and it's awesome, you know, but still, man. Shit. Okay. I think I've done it enough. Okay. So good shit, man. Like, I never used the alcohol torch ever. Like ever, guys. Alright, so if anyone's wondering what I'm doing, I am doing a 1/12 scale piece of wood. For my 1/12 collection. Alright, so if you're wondering what I used, I was using the alcohol torch. And it seems to be a really good tool. So now, you're wondering why am I doing this right now? Well, the thing is that the denatured alcohol is really expensive. And if you don't cover it right, what happens is that it just evaporates. So cover it up really well. So it won't evaporate. Then you put the cover on like that. And then try to air seal it so there will be no air coming out. And that's how I preserve the denatured alcohol. Because like I bought a whole jar of that stuff. And no kidding, man, like I most of it evaporated because I would leave the alcohol torch full, and when I would come back to it later on, like look at it, it would be like half full, and then it would be all gone. I'll be like, so I lost a lot of the fuel like that just because this thing is not airtight. So that's a flaw that the alcohol torch has. It's not airtight. So just seal it like this so you can preserve. This is the last of the denatured alcohol I have, actually. I'm actually considering buying alcohol 90, what's it, 0.99 or 0.91 or something like that, and using that. So, okay. So, this guy is pretty warm right now. That's not good. It's hot on the other side too, so I probably won't. It probably won't sculpt anymore because it's hot. I'm gonna try to do it right now fast. Let's see. Let's see, what did I use? I use this tool. Really? So what happened probably is that the heat transferred to the other side, and it probably is going to be too hard to work on. Yep. It's too hard now. So, yeah, it was a nice experiment. But it didn't work.
All right.
Okay, so it didn't work. All right, guys, so it was worth a try. This side, it looks really nice, though. So I'll talk to you guys later. I am out of here.